Hi everyone. I had an interesting response to something I had posted. I posted, that I help people who are feeling stuck to fall in love with themselves and go on soul adventures. This is like what I do, right? And it happens through various ways, online, in person, that type of thing. But one of the questions was that I got from somebody was, what does it feel like to love yourself? And that's a remarkable question coming from a space. If you don't love yourself, I was thinking about that, and that's a real fascinating question. And so as I was tuning into, she kept really wanting to know what it really felt like to love yourself. So I wanted to share with you how I would put that into words with my experience and what I've noticed with other people who love themselves and that type of thing. So when I say that I love myself, like I know what it's like to feel to love myself. It feels really joyful. It feels sparkly. It feels very light and blissful. And it feels very powerful in the fact that I also I've learned to really trust the process, trust my life, trust myself, and have this. It's not an arrogant confidence by any means, but it's a confidence of knowing, because as you develop that trust and that love with yourself, and as that grows, then you start to, your life tends to start to also play its part and take care of a lot of the stuff that you would worry about or stress about or anything when you're not acting in that space of love. So what I mean by that is, as you raise your vibration, from being really low and heavy or anything like that, you raise it up and you're like, yes, I feel it. It's like, the warm sun, not on your skin so much, but the warm sun shining in your heart, through your heart, and from your heart. And well, when you're living like that and you're experiencing life in that manner, then what tends to happen is that your life starts to work itself out in a beautiful manner, in much better than if you were trying to control everything yourself anyways. So it just seems like things start to flow. You get into a flow of yourself, because if you're loving yourself and you're in trust with yourself and with life in the process, then it starts to go into this natural flow, and you find your rhythm. Now, if you think about that, finding your rhythm is a lot different than and living your rhythm. That's quite a bit different than what a lot of people do or ever even think about. And so anyways, you move into this flow, things start to happen for you. You're really trusting the process, and you start to not only notice just the love and the joy in yourself, but things around you start to reflect that back, whether it's your environment or a beautiful smile from someone when you walk into a room, or there's just these little magical things of sparkles that start to happen. So when I say it's very sparkly, I mean it not just within myself, but with the life starts to reflect back these sparkles to you. And let's see, when you love yourself, you also feel like this beautiful presence, your beingness, your wholeness, and then you start to become kind of more in tune with what your theme is in life. So what does that mean? Your life's theme. A lot of times people call it life's purpose, and I don't like to use that so much, because to me, that feels very like you've got this one person, you need to do this one thing and go down this one track. And that's a very limited perspective that really isn't very useful for most people. I think for some people, definitely it probably is, but for most people, I think that's kind of limiting. But life's purpose is you're tuning into yourself. You are fully full of love, and you know what you love to express and do and be, and then you start doing that, whether it's expression through art, whether it's expression through writing, or expressing through traveling, or through delving down and creating something like engineer-wise or math, or whether it's just tuning into nature. It changes for everybody all the time, but generally we have something that follows us along that we always love, whether it's teaching or anything. I mean, absolutely anything and everything. But tuning into those things through the process of self-love helps you to then better express and have a higher quality of life, purely because you're enjoying it. So you enjoy life. Isn't that the purpose? The purpose is to be happy. Period. And follow your joy. Period. And what hinders us is fear. Then we start asking the question about, well, what is fear? Why are we programmed to live our lives in fear or in worry or in stress and all that? And that's a whole nother conversation. But imagine how cool it'd be to live your life without that being the dominating frequency of fear, worry, depression, anxiety, stress. Imagine living life with the dominant frequency being presence and love. I'm telling you, just by that switch of perspective, that switch of frequency, your life changes. Your not only your experience with life, but it actually changes on the outside as well, because the outside will naturally reflect your inside. So I just wanted to get this conversation started in regards to self-love, and I'm sure I'm going to be doing a lot more. I'll be doing a course on this as well that's going to be starting up here very soon. If you're interested in either working with me personally, or you're interested in doing a self-paced course in regards to self-love, please reach out to me and let's get a conversation started, and we'll start moving you on right away with that, because there's really no reason to wait to love yourself, because as soon as you start to go on that journey, then all of a sudden you're embarked on a whole new path in your life, and it's wonderful, it's joyful, and it just feels so expansive and connected, and you feel like you're connected with not just yourself and with the source of life, but you feel connected to people and to communities or to nature. So there's so much that just starts to happen for you. And I'd love to help you along with that journey. I'd be honored to have a conversation with you, and let's see where you're at and if I can help you. So please PM me, and I definitely look forward to our future interactions.